What you always looking at the docket? Hold on. That's it. Close the docket. Look at the screen. Look at the screen with nothing.
What you talking about? I can see the title.
Trats. That was dumb of me. Anyway, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
What up, though? Welcome to another episode of Taking the Stage. I'm the math guy, Steve. This is
Paige. I don't know which one you call me.
You always say
on you put like my handle on the videos, so I'm like, I don't know which one to say.
Well, you always say Paige and then I say Paige babe.
Oh, sorry, Paige.
Paige babe.
Back with my full voice.
Okay. Oh yeah. Well, they don't know that you were out of commission for a few weeks.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what happened to her voice. Not a clue of what happened.
My nephew got me very sick.
Yeah.
But we're back.
Not COVID sick. Not COVID. Just
not COVID sick.
Regular
Just
sick.
a regular cold.
Regular sick. So. But yeah, we're back. So, how was your day? Or as you stated in the last episode, or in the episodes you hosted, what's the news of the day?
Well, news of today is that we made it.
I don't know.
I've been tired. Yeah, I've been very tired. We went to the strawberry patch.
Oh yeah, for Mel's birthday,
yes,
was the strawberry
over
patch.
The weekend. And that just like wore me out. It was a lot.
It was hot and it's chasing kids, and I had no voice for all of yesterday. Teaching was rough.
But she was so excited, so
she was.
It made it all worth it.
She had a great time. And I think everybody else who came had a great time too. My grandmother had a great time.
Mom had the best time. She had a better time than the kids.
Mom loved it picking.
She was. We got to see my sister.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Mm-hmm.
Her birthday's tomorrow.
Right.
Well, tomorrow as we're recording this.
Right. Fix your collar up. Hold on.
First of all,
I'm gonna fix you up a little bit.
Oh, I thought this was your shirt, but this is my shirt. I was about to try to rib.
What you about to rib? Did I got messed up collar?
Yeah.
That's why I wear hoodies.
You always say how I mess up your collars.
But yeah, so today was a great day. We had I just had regular work, office hours and everything, and then got a lot of grading done during office hours. Yeah, it was a good day. Pretty chill. Again, past couple of nights. Well, last night I didn't get much sleep, but it was still a good day. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
Overall, we're good. So, what's the topic for today?
Well, since you're already peeking and looking at the I'm just gonna leave it untitled next time. Leave it untitled right there next time. Anyway, so first of all, this was forever ago, but the last episode we talked about our roommates.
I can't remember the last thing we actually talked about on here.
I just told you.
I mean, like what I said.
Oh well.
Okay,
so we were talking about. A few things we talked about was our parents were our first roommates, right? And then we talked about our siblings as roommates, how they were. We talked about just our friend, our family and friends, like growing up, how they're roommates-ish or types of roommates. And then when we got to college, we actually had roommates that weren't related to us. And we stopped at undergrad. Or when I was an undergrad. And then I moved to Lafayette, and you followed suit. You know how she do, just follow your boy, you hear me? And that's where we stopped, as far as our roommates then.
Okay.
So, next on the docket, so let's continue with that, as far as our roommates, the type of roommates we've had throughout our lives, and the type of people they were as roommates, or how were they as roommates. So when we got to Lafayette, the first apartment I had was an on-campus apartment. I had roommates named Steven for the second time. I had a roommate named Steven. It was rather weird. And so he was pretty cool. We had separate rooms. We shared a common area, a living room, because it's an apartment. So shared a living room, shared a kitchenette, I guess, kitchen area, and a balcony. I think we shared a balcony, yeah. But yeah, he was a pretty cool roommate. I mean, I didn't really interact with him much. He was a RA.
I don't know. I didn't really have much interaction with him until him and his girl broke up.
Oh, I forgot about that story. Goodness, they got into it for real.
I was like, "What is this?"
Yeah. And, well, so while Paige was still at Southeastern, she would visit often and just stay in. We just hung in my room, my room portion of our apartment. But yeah, you came through often and you'd see stuff like that.
Yeah, it was wild.
Oh, speaking of wild, that's when I'm editing the episode of the embarrassing stories.
Oh man, not that one.
And so anyway, that's where go watch that episode.
Yeah,
You'll
just
see
yes.
Okay.
No
That's where-
spoilers.
No spoilers. Okay. So yeah. So I had that roommate when we were first there, and then my second roommate in Lafayette. We finally are officially roommates when we have my second apartment in Lafayette, or our second apartment in Lafayette.
Oh yeah, we're actually living together with no terrible roommates.
Right, just us, and that was our apartment there in Lafayette for the last 2 years that we were there, or 2.5, I guess. Was the place to be.
Actually,
not by our
I'm about to say
choosing.
we didn't make it the place to be. Everyone else thought it was the place to be.
Yeah. Okay, so how it started? Okay, so we were in undergrad. We were kind of party animals, right? And so when I got to grad school, and Paige was a little bit older, so when she moved to Lafayette, we were a little older. So we weren't like really party people. I mean, we like to have get-togethers and hang out with people, our family, our friends, whatever. But we weren't really like partying like that. But as we said, we were oldest ones.
Yeah, we were the only ones like
had our own place.
Yeah,
we were the only ones who that really just had our
like off
we were old.
Yeah,
we were old people, and so because of that,
I think it was because we always had food.
We did always have food. We always accommodated everybody.
We had laundry, like
all that good stuff. So actually, how it started in Laffy was that I remember. Okay, who was already coming over when we first met? Ma and T.
That's not how we met them.
I'm trying. We did meet them. They came over to the house, to the apartment.
Steven.
Oh no, that's how I met T. That's how I met Ma. Not T. T we met when it was in high school with but no, how we met Ma, that's what I meant. Because
my sister and all of them were over, and then Marlon came over, and
I was keeping that at Mar.
Oh, Mar. Mar came over, and you remember they were supposed to bring him back, and he came back with a bag.
Mm-hmm. He's like, you might be staying over. I just met you today, bro. I guess you're staying tonight. I suppose so.
And like all of them stayed there, and I was so tired. I just remember being so tired during that time. Like,
you're always tired.
It's bad enough having you never want to go to sleep, but a house full of people never want to go to sleep. When you at your own house, that's tragic.
First of all, it's not that I'm just a night owl naturally. Okay.
That's why you and Mel, y'all stay up till whenever.
Mm-hmm.
When Third go to sleep, I'm going to sleep.
Mm-hmm. Anywho, okay. So but us as roommates, how was I as a roommate, babe? Hold on. I don't like how you took too long to answer that question.
I mean, we still live together, of course, but
I would hope so.
I feel like you're great, babe. You're a great roommate.
Pardon me if I don't believe you. Okay.
I mean,
what's on your mind. It's on the party.
We have our like differences in how we do things.
All right, I agree. What do you got to do with me as a roommate? Everything, right?
I've had better. You said be honest.
Wow, my G. First of all, on the last one, we just talked about how I'm a better roommate than Ariane. And that's how you going to start off? You had better? Wow. All right.
Well,
give him some deets. Tell me what you're talking. How so?
On the organization and cleanliness level.
Okay. All right. Okay.
We're just very different.
I give you that. Okay.
Our morning schedules. You like to talk. I don't.
See,
you like eye contact. I don't.
Eye contact? Yes, I'm your husband.
You mean?
I was your boyfriend at the time at 4 or 5 years by then.
You play music in the morning. I don't.
You gotta wake it up. You gotta be up and on the road. No, we're not going. No. I like to stay up late.
I don't.
It's called yin and yang, Paige. It's supposed to work together.
Different.
Work together.
See.
Well, Paige as a roommate was honestly just a party pooper. She just she was actually just. Imagine living with your grandma. I mean, it's just the same. It's kind of the same. We already said we old. We had the old episode already. We already said we old, Paige.
I know you lying.
You wake up late. I'm sorry, not wake up late. You wake up tired. You go to sleep early. You don't want no party. Y'all better clean up over there. You better wash them dishes. Don't take that trash out on your way out, boy.
Wait, I do make people do that.
Yes. All of these are things that
because the least you can do is contribute. Not you, but like if people are spending like a whole weekend with you.
I concur, Paige.
Especially if I'm cooking the food.
And y'all better vacuum that floor. You ain't gonna waste no crackers up in here.
Okay, granted, most of the time people are like, "Oh, can I help y'all with anything? Y'all need me to do something?" Well, since you asked, absolutely.
Here's a list. Let me see what you could do. Number 4. So yeah, we enjoyed that apartment. It was quite a bit of cleaning and cooking and
we had a really cool neighbor too. I really liked him.
Yeah, our neighbor,
the guy who owned the restaurant.
Yeah, it was crazy. He owned the restaurant, Italian place, which I love Italian.
Yeah, he used to let us go and get free food all the time.
Or he'll bring us food home. He had, I think, a couple dogs. I know at least one.
Maybe.
Yeah, and actually that
like
apartment,
the lake out front.
Yeah, I was about to say that apartment was great because we had what was it called?
Audubon Lake.
I know it was some lake. They had a lake in the middle of the apartments, and it was when you go fishing in it.
Fishing. These are like turtles. The rabbits. I like rabbits, but not like wild rabbits. The ducks were insane.
Oh, those ducks didn't care about you at all.
They did not.
They walked right up to your door all the time. And then we had, they had, of course, a gym and a pool in the front.
But then they would also have events, too.
Yep.
So, that was cool. Lafayette is just it's a cool city.
Small town. Just a little bigger than Hammond. So.
A little bigger than Hammond.
Not much.
Lafayette compared to Hammond?
Well, okay. I meant, like, the style of...
That was, like, the first time I went to Hattiesburg a couple weeks ago with your mom. I was like... What? This is a huge city, like compared to Hammond.
Why you downplaying Hammond like Hammond? Something wrong with Hammond, man.
The other side of Hammond is up the street.
Hold on. That's uncalled for. Let's start there. That's unnecessary. Okay.
Like no, but it's really hard to get lost here. Like all you have to do is like turn a couple corners and you know where you are.
Anywho. So, then after I graduate grad school, you're still in Lafayette for another
semester.
Okay, I'm about to say a year.
So like 4 months.
Yeah, something like that. And then, but I decided to go to get my PhD, work my PhD program at LSU Health Sciences Center, which is in New Orleans. And instead of getting an apartment or a house or somewhere to stay, I decided at least to start off, I'll be staying with your mother. Yeah, without you there. It's just me and Moms for a whole semester.
Sure did.
So I had another roommate.
I don't know how you did that. Whew.
Carlotta Spru. Mama Spru. And well, that was rather interesting. It was just yeah, I'd never lived with anyone outside of my parents. Well, the people we talk about here. My parents, my siblings, Sir, and you. Those are my roommates so far. So it's kind of, especially, Mom says almost out of doing things. Her own way of moving. Her own timetable. And yeah, Mom's was interesting. I mean, of course, she's still Mom, so she still, take care of me and help me out, but also it's kind of, yeah, we're abiding by, this still my house, right? Okay. Mom. So I had another roommate, your mother. You also, oh, wait, sorry, oh, that was part of it. Okay. Oh, we're not gonna talk. We're not. You looked ahead. We were supposed to see that was supposed to be a surprise. Okay. Well, since you already saw that, let me look down here and see. Okay, yeah, that's later on. Okay. So after that, we finally get our own place in New Orleans, or outside of in River Ridge. We get our own apartment, 3rd floor, high ceilings, a 2-bedroom. This is actually when we had Mel. That was the place we were living. And but before we even had Mel, we had another roommate for a while, for an entire summer.
Yo, man.
Unannounced to us.
Surprise
he
roommate.
said he was going to be there for a few days.
You
maximum a week.
You see what we mean when we say people just thought that was the place to go.
And our friend T-Red was our roommate for 3 months.
Was it? I don't know.
Or at least 2 months. It was the entire summer, I know that. And yeah, that was interesting because yeah. I love my brother, man. I love my dude. That's my G. But since we are amongst family, don't have any unexpected roommates. Let's start there, okay? Having unexpected roommates can be wearing and tearing on one and one's significant other. But he's since grown. He was a little. Of course you didn't.
Well, other than when I had to take him to work in the morning on my way to work.
That was the only part. Oh, he didn't get a job until the last 3 weeks.
Stephen.
Well, I'm just saying that's a fact. That's a fact.
No, I mean, I don't know. He was just Terrence to me.
I said T-Red, Paige.
Oh, T-Red to me. I never called him that. Well, you saying everybody else's name. You said my mom's whole name.
But I'm trying to cut him out of this. This I'm saying something that may seem to be negative.
Know who we're talking about.
I know because I'm gonna put a picture right here.
But yeah, we used to work out. Remember he found them bricks and he.
Oh my goodness, this boy brought home. But he was big swole at the time, man. He's trying to motivate us, get us to work out with him. So he brought home actual cinder blocks. I'm gonna put a picture of the cinder blocks we're talking about right here. He said they was about to throw them away. I said, nah, I can use those to work out. So he, as I'm picking him up from work, he said, yeah, so just throw them in your car. What did you just say to my face? So anyway, but yeah, it was an interesting summer with T-Red for sure. But that was an unexpected roommate that we did. I just wasn't prepared. Maybe I wasn't wise enough. Or maybe I just wasn't mature enough.
I mean, I get it, an unannounced grown man living in your house, yeah. Yeah,
it just wasn't. It wasn't ideal at the time for me or for us, but we made it work because that's my boy, that's my brother. So
and he sure pushed Mel around that park all day on Sunday.
Oh yeah.
So
okay, and then we finally have Mello as a roommate.
Roommate.
That was our newest roommate at the time. Okay.
This girl here, she is
like the landlord. All right. We're Mel's roommates. Mm-hmm. It's not she's not our roommate. We're her roommates. We're
I know that's
we
right.
just guests, and we sign. They have the lines on the lease. We signed the third line, and the fourth line. She signed first too. How was Mel as a roommate? Now come on now, she like to clean. She like to wash dishes.
To, that doesn't mean that she does effectively.
Well, okay.
She does. She likes to help. She'll help me like wash dishes. We clean. We clean together. We cook together.
Oh, she loves.
She is terrible at folding clothes, but I'm teaching her day by day. We're gonna get there one day where she's just not like pulling down everything.
Well, okay. So even before now, like how was she like back then? I'm talking about when we were at the apartment. How was she as a roommate?
Really good because she could barely move around.
I would disagree.
Until she started like crawling and pulling up on stuff and like walking, then everything would come flying out the cabinets.
To me, she was a terrible roommate because she stayed up all night.
Oh, that's y'all thing. That's y'all thing right there.
Well, now we can stay up all night. And she's just screaming in the middle of the night.
I'll be sound asleep.
I know. So yeah, but yeah, Mel's a roommate now. Yeah, I think she's great. She doesn't want to go to sleep, but that's just being a child.
I think now it's more like, you know how like the Tasmanian devil like comes through and then like everything is just flying everywhere and you're like, okay, let me just get 1 second to like understand what's going on here. Mm-hmm. By the time he stops, everything is like crazy. That's what it's like every day with her.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I just swept them up. And then I just went to go wash the dishes and I come back and it's like, girl, how did we get here?
She's nonstop. That is a fact. So redirecting her energy can be a challenge.
Where'd you get all those Band-Aids from? Is that chocolate down there?
Bandage.
Who gave you bandage? Oh, bandage. Who got those bandages?
Yeah, she's nonstop, and so you have to redirect her into, okay, well, we're gonna focus on this. We're gonna do this. Okay, let's give her a task to do. And so try to get her to, but it can be challenging for sure. So, but her as a roommate, as far as, helping, she loves helping.
She's very alert, especially like in emergencies and stuff. Like,
oh yeah, that part too, yeah.
Like if you're laying down and she thinks you're her, she's like, oh no, mommy. Like she knows, what to do as a toddler.
Crying or something, or
she'll come get the other, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So she'll take care of us. For sure.
Or if like her brother starts crying, most of the time it's her fault.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, mommy, brother crying.
Brother hit head.
Brother hit head. You mean you hit him in the head? Brother hit head. All right, for sure.
Daddy did it. Daddy's at work.
I'm not even here, bro. All right, then we've also had after that, before we got to this place, we had my parents as roommates.
Oh yeah.
So all three of us stayed with my parents for a couple months.
That was a wild time. That felt like, I don't even know what it felt like. It was a blur. Yeah,
it was only 2 months, but it was yes. And then it was near the end of the year, so you're about to take finals. I'm getting ready for finals.
Found out we were having a baby in the middle.
Found out we were having a baby. Mel is being Mel, but my parents were able to help with her because we're staying with them. But yeah, it was an interesting couple months. But full circle back to when we talked about our parents as roommates. Now we're adults and having them as roommates, right? I had your mom as a roommate, and then
I was there.
Actually, you were, yeah. You
for
used
extended periods of time.
Or you were like during the summer after after you graduated undergrad, and so but we've had both our parents as roommates, and so how's that differ? How does that compare as far as when we were kids?
What you mean when we were kids?
When you were a kid, you were your roommate to your parents, but now as an adult, being your
how am I with my mom or like with your parents?
With your mom first, in comparison to when you were a kid, but then having her as a roommate as an adult.
Basically the same. Doing all the same stuff.
Who is? Mom or you? Or both?
Cleaning up, organizing, cooking. I don't know, living life and just being as respectful as I can be. I mean, it's just, I don't know, I guess there's a mutual understanding that you're an adult, but you still feel like you're at your parents' house.
Yeah. And I would say the same. It's kind of, you're an adult and you're grown, but also it's like, yeah, it's my parents' house. So you still, carry yourself a certain way or, don't do or don't say or don't react a certain way like you would at your own house. So it's a little different.
Yeah. Except now it's kind of like, Mama, how much water did you have today? Or like,
it's an actual phrase you said yesterday to your mom.
Or like, let me make this juice for you. I pull out the juicer. Like, you want some smoothie? How's your nutrition?
Really? All right. So after we had our parents as roommates, then we get here and we have another roommate. And so now it's 4 of us. Now going from 2 to 3 was wild. Going from 3 to 4? Ooh, chile. It's a whole nother beast. Well, at least to me. It was a whole nother beast because it's kind of, you're trying to just, and I said this on the pod before, but you're trying to manage it all, right? Trying to manage, okay, you want to take care of your wife, but you got to take care of your daughter, who's very active. You got to take care of your brand new baby son. And so trying to, okay, as roommates, how is Stephen III as a roommate?
I guess going to what you just said, it's a little bit easier because I know that I can depend on you to have Mel, like in those moments where I really have to tend to him because he, is so young. So you make it a lot easier for all of that to happen. I guess it takes all of us kind of really doing what we need to do in the moments when we need to do them to make sure like the whole thing works.
But how is he as a roommate is what I asked. That was the question.
That's what I was saying.
That was the title, right?
I think he's a baby.
Paige, I know we have to have something to talk about on the podcast. I'm just saying.
I think he's a great roommate.
If someone said, "Here's your roommate," and placed him here, how you'd be like, "My roommate"? Hold on. Think of him.
I mean, other than waking up in the middle of the night, I feel like he's a great roommate. But you also skipped the part.
What skip?
We kept talking about our being roommates with our parents as adults, but you skipped the part when Third was born and he was in the hospital. We were roommates with every parent.
Ooh, I didn't even think about that. You're right.
My mom and your parents, Mel.
All of us were together for a while.
Yes, us two. Yeah, and then when Third came home.
I want to say for a month.
Yeah, about a month.
Wow. Yeah. It was. What, 4, 5, 6, 7 of us all together in one house? Wow, yeah. As soon as he came home, actually, before he came home, your mom would stay over. Well, no, I think she was staying over there for a while, or she would go back and forth.
Yeah.
Stay with my parents while we would be just to help with Mel while we would be back and forth at the hospital with him. Since it's crazy on the 4 podcasts that we did about his birth, I never mentioned how long he was in NICU.
13 days.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I know.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying, I never. He was born on a Sunday, and he came back on a Saturday, and so.
Yeah.
But I never mentioned that how long he was, but 13 days at least.
Yeah.
It was a rough time. But anyway, so yeah. But all of us, once he finally came home, all of us together for a while, and that was even crazier because it's kind of a lot of different personalities, a lot of different emotions going on at that time, right? Mel is growing and she wants to hang with her brother, but she can't really, because she hasn't even met him yet in the first couple weeks.
Yeah, she did.
So it's just a lot.
COVID, they wouldn't let her go to the hospital.
Yeah, and only certain people could be in there at certain times and stuff like that. So that was just a lot during that time, and then even a couple weeks after, now we're trying to get used to having, you know, okay, 4 of us as a family, but we're still staying with my parents, and then your mom is still there. So it's kind of you know, different dynamics going on, different pieces, you know, trying to interwork together, because they were like, I want to, you know, take care of my brand new grandson. It was like, we were like, well, we're trying
like, but we could just go home.
So, you know, it was a give and take.
Yeah, I'm like very appreciative. But that was a very like stressful time.
Yeah, certainly.
And like you said, a very emotional time.
Yeah. So, especially the way he was born. By the way, go check out those 4 episodes about his birth. Okay. You can't plug your own stuff on your own body. We're allowed to plug, I think. But then him as a roommate, I think he's a great roommate as well.
He's a lot more like chill than
I was just about to say that. Yeah, he's a lot more tame, which I think we've said that on here before, but he's a lot more tame. He just kind of big chill. He's big chill. He's moving a lot more nowadays.
A lot.
But still he's chill. I mean, even unless he like is hungry or sleepy. Like someone I know.
What are you talking about?
Huh? No, I was just saying like someone I know. I happen to have known before in my existence, like someone like that.
Don't get Chris Rock down here.
Wow.
Is it too soon to use that?
Oh man. Okay. All right. Okay. I see how it is. Well, okay. Well, we're almost done. We're almost out of here. So the last thing I have actually literally is, okay, do you expect any future roommates?
Who comes to Still T-Ray?
I said future roommates and more children, our parents in the future, that type of thing. No T-Red ain't coming stay over here. Again, not for the dang, probably should turn my sound up. My okay. That was an email. Okay, so I'm gonna cut that sound out.
Good, because I coughed. I keep clearing my
At least you didn't yawn. Never mind. I may have spoken to some.
That's because
still got some time.
Mel took a while to fall asleep, so I was able to get a little catnap. You saw me?
Really? No.
I was knocked out.
Over here cheat coding, man. She'll be knocked out. We probably watching something important. We watching the Lakers show, the winning times. And she over here knocked out talking about, dang, Magic threw a crazy pass, huh?
He's the only person I know from that show.
Dang, Magic, why you did it like that? That was wild. Wow, my
I was
G.
asleep.
Okay, all right, okay. Well, do you expect any future roommates? I know. Okay, so like, I know you said, even though I don't know how your mom's gonna feel about that because she's, again, moves at her own pace. But when she gets a little bit older, you wanted her to come stay with us wherever we move. You know, have a mother-in-law suite or mother suite, that type of thing.
I mean, I think we both agreed that like if it really came down to it, we would take on our parents.
Oh yeah, most certainly. There's no, we don't do homes like that or anything like that. So yeah, we definitely would if it came down to it, or if need be. Yeah. Or what about any other? It says more children on the docket. That's what it said on the job. It's a question mark. It was a question mark. More children.
I don't see
question.
that.
You don't see that. You don't see it on the page, or you don't see that happening. Which one of those? Because it's clear as day. I'm pretty sure you in law school. You can read those words. More children is what it says right here on the docket.
Right now we have 4 people living in this house.
That's current. That's exact. Those are the correct words.
Right now we have 4 people living in this house. That's how
More children. I don't think is in the plans. Is in the foreseeable future.
Yeah.
It's not on the docket. Let's go with that.
It's not on the docket.
Okay, all right.
I don't see it on the docket.
You don't see it on the docket? I can erase it. I would. It's a PDF. I can't erase it. Okay. That's that. Okay. What you got? Anything about our roommate experience? Any more to add to what it seems? We've had a lot of roommates in our life, and
yes, and I told myself I won't have any more. I won't have any more like college type roommates. But yes, to leave it on a positive note, what can I do to be a better roommate to you?
Okay, this
or
is
to
good.
Our household.
This is good. Okay, so hear me out. Okay, an example.
Please let the people know.
An example like this happened today. And I've mentioned this to you before, but I'll just mention it to you again. Just just bear with me. So, I believe there's an infamous rapper. His name is Iman Shumpert. And I believe he said on his reality show about his wife and his daughter, y'all are the most asking
Hold up.
people I'd have never met.
Julie is bugged out. Even times when we get serious with her, it's like when she walk away, we both gotta try and get the laugh out before she hears it.
Do me a favor and see what her bottle is. Y'all make the exact same face. Y'all ask for more favors than anybody in this house. And when y'all get asked something, y'all both want to make a face.
Wait, excuse me?
Y'all are the most favorite.
You her husband.
Period.
Don't try to make my mama kick you out this house.
I think I'm paraphrasing. I may miss the word here and there. Today, as I'm trying to sit down, after I've done 30 things, setting up the potty, set up the camera, set up the computer, and you see me moving and jiving. I go to grab the side of my seat and sit down as soon as my butt hit the leather. But you can have my phone from over there real quick while you up. You can have my phone while you up. Just while you up, though. While you up. See, look what you did. You done woke the child up. While you up. You can have me the phone from right there while you up.
Well, on a quick note, my thing would be to
Let me
do
get
more
the bed. Let me get
chores
the bed.
and cut that grass this week.
Dang, that's the reason why you brought it up?
No, that's not the reason.
But anyway, okay, so yeah, I'm just saying, if you and the child could just not be the most askingins. And you said mine is what? What would you prefer that I do?
Do more chores
Do more chores, okay.
and cut the grass this week.
And cut the grass this week. Okay, got it.
That can be the chore.
And weed, got it. And weed the grass this week. Okay. Cut and weed. Okay, got it. Okay. All right. Anything else, Poop McScoop?
Thank y'all for taking the stage.
Hold up. Why you gotta jump into it like that? Hold on. That's first of all, that's my line.
Third saying it for you.
Okay, thank you for watching another episode of Taking the Stage. Y'all have a good one. You gotta say it.
Bye.
Hey podcasters, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Also, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. You can also listen to our audio podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. Have a good one.